Hey y'all, happy Tuesday. Hope everybody's having a good Tuesday. Hey Miss Joanne, happy Tuesday. I hope all is well today. Hey Sandra, happy Tuesday. So I hope everybody's doing well. We had testing this week, or we still have testing. I had testing today and I have testing tomorrow. So I'm going to try to get off pretty at a decent time, only because testing is early and I want to stop by and get my kids some snacks. I didn't have time this morning to stop by and get them snacks. I could only get them some donuts. But how is everyone doing out here in YouTube land? Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hey y'all, I'm back. Sorry. But happy Tuesday, everyone. Today we are going to be doing a Cricut craft. But how is everyone doing? What are y'all doing today? How has your week been? I'm testing. Hey, Miss Sonia. Hey, Tanya. But yeah, y'all, that's what we got going on. So I am going to, and y'all, I came home today and I actually cooked a meal before this live and prepared for this live. So I don't know what's going on with me, but that's pretty impressive for me. So I don't know. But hey, Christine. I hope all is well. Hey, Dawn. Miss Sonia, I am feeling a lot better. A lot better. I did get a lot of rest. I've been taking some vitamins and yeah, I've been doing pretty good. So no complaints. And thank you for asking, Miss Sonia. Hey Fabuloses, welcome. Hey Stacy. I saw you over at Dorica's. Y'all, Dorica was doing an all over sublimation shirt. I could not comment because I was actually cooking for a change because I'm supposed to be eating healthy, making healthy, or I don't know, just making better decisions and choices. And so I made dinner tonight. I made some salmon and shrimp and cabbage, which was really good. I made dinner and I ate before this live. So I know it's a good day. It is a good day. But my friend who's supposed to be doing this whole lifestyle change with me, I walked into work yesterday and this fool is eating a Burger King breakfast sandwich. And we were supposed to start yesterday. I started yesterday, but y'all, people, I need a better accountability partner. Hey, Nini. Hey, Tanu. Welcome. So, yeah, we're about to get started fairly quickly because I do have testing. Hey, Nicole. What's up? Hey, Eastu. Hey, Benita. So, oh my goodness, it went all the way down to the bottom. Yo, I don't know why it does that. It like rushes me along because y'all know. Y'all know, Dims, oh my goodness, cabbage is like one of my favorite besides Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts are my favorite. Roasted Brussels sprouts, they're my favorite. But I love cabbage. So, yep. Oh, Kim said she ordered another diamond art kit. Y'all, I am in love with diamond art painting. In love with it. Absolutely in love with it. So I can't wait to do another whip and chat with y'all. I think I'm gonna do those maybe like Saturdays or Sundays. Like if I have time, we can just chill out and do that. But Sunday, for those of you who joined me on Sunday when I did the whip and chat, y'all, I didn't get any work done after that. I got no work done. I didn't even do those paddle boards like I'm supposed to. And so I'm probably gonna have to do it tomorrow, but y'all got nothing done. And I'm sorry it like skipped down on me. I'm so sorry. Hey Mare Bear. Christine's sorting beads. Yeah, what are y'all doing? Hey Nini or Nina. I'm sorry. Hey Nina. Welcome. Hey T Hill. But hey everybody, I missed because it scrolled down. I'm so sorry. Hopefully I'll see you. Leave a comment. Say something. I'm so sorry. It scrolled down, but I can't go back up. Can't go back up. Yes, I love cabbage. See, I'm trying to design my grandson some chip bags and just I'm not good. Oh, that's what you're doing. That designing. Most people don't know designing takes the most time. It takes the absolute most time. So yeah, I'm not. I like designing certain things once I know what I'm going to be doing, but other than that, it takes too much time. Hey, Mary Beth, welcome. So y'all, what we're going to be doing today is I know you guys have seen like the dad tiles, and typically we place like the dad tiles on like these subway tiles, which are glass and it has like a solid back, a solid colored black back. And so what we're going to be doing today is we are going to make a dad tile. I'm just going to use this small one. They come in different sizes. I got these from Lowe's. They do sell them in Home Depot. They also sell on Amazon. A lot of the times on Amazon, I find like it's a sample that you're getting. So you may not need a lot, but if you need a lot, check out Home Depot or Lowe's. But I am going to be using this small one right here. I'm going to make one for my dad. And oh, we are also going to be looking at some other things that we could put like dad tiles on or dad images on. So let's see about that. If this is your first time here, I usually go live every Tuesday and Friday for Crafty Talk and Crafts and Combos. So please make sure to hit the subscribe button and also hit the thumbs up button, y'all. I would appreciate it. And so, y'all, I stopped by the Dollar Tree today, and I'm gonna put this aside because we're gonna use this for tonight. But I stopped by the Dollar Tree and I gotta show y'all what I got. Now, I got these before, and so these are wood planks. And so you can definitely use something like this. It does not have to be a tile. It can be a piece of wood that you use. And this looks like a piece of tile. Hold on, let's see. So we're gonna do it with my measuring tape. It's over there. So you could totally like decorate this. I actually stained a piece of this wood earlier. Hey Angel B. Hey Willie. Welcome Angel. Cheryl, no worries. Thank you for dropping in. I appreciate it. Hey Cassie. So you can either like sand this and then stain it. I have stained this. I have one that's stained. I'll show y'all later. And I'm waiting for it to dry and I'm gonna make something with it. But you could definitely put like do a dad tile and make like a plaque or a sign with this. And these came from the Dollar Tree. So these were $1.25 and 6 wood planks come in the pack. So not too bad. Not too bad. 6 come in the pack. Let me see what else I have from the Dollar Tree. Y'all got a lot of stuff. I went by there today. At first, I was going to make a larger one. They had this large piece of wood, but I don't necessarily want to do anything with this. I think that I'm going to use this and do a little bit of wood burning, maybe burn a design or something into it. I don't know, something like that. See? Christine, I love vegetables, Christine. I love vegetables. I can eat vegetables all the time. Most of you guys may not know, or you may know, I am a pescatarian, but I usually eat probably seafood maybe once or twice a week. The other times I'm eating vegetables, and lately though I've been eating a lot of unhealthy junk. So, but they also had these, y'all. Look how cute. So you can make like something really nice. On this you can make your own dad sign or whatever. It could be for anything, but they had these. This is a whiteboard, but you could actually put whatever you want onto it. So I love how this looks. And then they had it in this shape. I guess it goes like this, but they had it in this shape also. So that looks pretty good. And what else? Oh, so these they had. I just wanted to show you guys the difference. So they had these in my Dollar Tree. So they have more square. This is a square, and then they have like a rectangle. So when you hang it, it's a little bit longer. So you could put something on that also. Very, very cheap. Hey, Kenya. Hey, Rosalind. Y'all, I love vegetables. Love, love, love vegetables. All right, let me see. All right, so originally I was gonna do a frame, like maybe do like a dad frame and put vinyl and some pictures on there, but I don't really want to do that. I kind of changed my mind. I'm going to show you guys what we're going to do. But of course, they have these frames at the Dollar Tree. They have different sizes, 4x6, 8x10, 5x7s. And at first I was going to do one of these, but we're not going to do one of those. So I just got me. Oh, y'all, look. Before we get into this, I know y'all like, girl, we didn't come for a show and tell. But look what the Dollar Tree has. And I wonder if they have different colors. So they have these glitter patches. And this is a shirt. So this must be for, yep, look. You can apply these to shirts. So you could maybe cut this out if you want to use your cutter and cut it out. I was hoping that they had like white because maybe that could be used for sublimation, but these were $1.25. And so they had this, and then they also had these iridescent patches. And so y'all already know I gotta try to sub onto these. Have any of you seen these in your Dollar Tree? So it's two pieces, two patches that come with this. And so for all of you who do embroidery, these could make like a really, these could be good for appliques, right? So I am definitely gonna try this with sublimation. And I was hoping that they had other colors. They might. My Dollar Tree might have been out, but look how cute, y'all. Hey, Delonda. How are you? So, yeah. Oh, Miss Ruth, I love me some collard greens. Love collard greens. Uh-oh, I dropped my vinyl. I gotta get it. So I'm gonna show you what we're gonna be using. Also, they had these in the Crafter Square section in my Dollar Tree. They had these frames with like a 10 board inside. It's a 10 board. Y'all, this is really, really cute. So I don't know exactly what I was going to do with this. At first, I wanted to do like the dad towel, but I think I want to do something cooler with this. What? I don't know. But it's not a frame. Yeah, it's inside. So I can't take the 10 board out. But I'm sure we can find something to do with this. I'm sure. Have you guys tried to have you done anything with those little patches? The erasers, yep. Exactly, Dimps, $1.25 cheap. So this is what we're going to be using. So we're going to, they had these also. So we're going to be using this tile. It's a smaller one. We don't need to use anything too big today. And then we're going to be using this to make like a dad tile, a vertical dad tile type of thing. And this is a whiteboard. This came from the $1.25 tree, and two came together. So I'm just gonna take that apart. But that's what we're gonna be doing. Let me go ahead and take this apart. We're gonna head over to Cricut Design Space in a second so that we can design our our projects. It shouldn't take that long. This is a print, then cut. Collards and cabbage together. Yes, Jackie. Oh no. Miss Rosin, my Dollar Tree, it's like they just restocked. And I haven't really been going inside of Dollar Tree, but I had a few minutes today. Yo, I did a lot today after work. We tested today. I got up extra early. I did make it to Dunkin' Donuts to get some donuts for my kids. But after work, picked my daughter up. We stopped off and went to get gas. We stopped and went to the $1.25 tree store. I came home, made dinner. Y'all, it's going to be a good night tonight. We're going to get through this project fairly quickly. It should be able to cut this wood. I've engraved on some of this wood, Don, but this looks like this is a 1/4 inch, so this should be fine. If that's even, this may not even be a quarter. I have to get out my caliper. I can't eyeball it, but it should be able to. Could do some things with it. All right, y'all, let's head over to Cricut. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to tell y'all what else we're going to be using. So we're going to be using this sticker paper. I got this from Amazon. I don't have any links in the description because I was making dinner. And so we're also going to be using this Oracle 651 transparent vinyl to place on top of the printed stickers. And we're going to be using some black vinyl or black permanent vinyl and white permanent vinyl. And I think that's all we have for today. I think that's all we're going to be using today. So let's head over to Cricut Design Space and see what we can create. Stop sharing. Remove. Share screen. Hey, Kenya. Let's see. Share screen. We're going to go undo. Cricut. All right. So now we're inside of Cricut Design Space, and we are going to begin by... Oh, I should have did this part first with y'all. So of course, the first thing that you always want to do is make sure you measure your items. So I am going to measure our items really, really quick because I don't know. All right, so let me remove, and I'm gonna add this to the screen really quickly. And so just to measure, let me get my pen because I don't remember measurements, because we are going to create a template so that we know how everything is going to look on the item. All right, so the tile, we're gonna measure the width first, and it looks like it is about 5 3/4. And then the height is about 2 inches. So, sorry, that's going to be 5.75 by 2. Let me make sure that was 2. So, by 2. We'll give it 2. It's not actually really 2, but we're going to do 2. All right, so next we want to measure this. And this is a whiteboard, but we want to make sure we measure this. I actually think I saw her somewhere. Was she online on Facebook? I'm gonna send her a text message. Because she had messaged me a while ago. But I did see her somewhere. I don't know if she put something on Facebook and I think she uploaded something on Facebook. Okay, you Dims. I love you, Dims. So this is 4 1/4 wide. And tile. Hey, Jesse. And high. This is about 7.5 inches high. So now we can head back over. That's usually the most important part in designing, is making sure that whatever it is that you're designing is going to fit onto the items. All right. So I don't need that right now. We don't need this yet either. All right. So let's go ahead and design the tile. I am going to add that back to screen, and we are going to remove this because we don't need it now. All right, so we are in Cricut Design Space, and we are going to start by making the image for the tile. And we want to select the shape, and we are just going to do a square. And so with the square, we need to resize it. If you have never done anything in Cricut Design Space, or if you're new to Cricut Design Space, when you enter or when you import a shape onto your canvas, it's automatically locked, meaning the proportions will remain the same. So in order to be able to adjust that, you want to unlock the shape, and you can unlock it at the top at the toolbar, or you can unlock it with this unlock button right here in the left corner. And so that's what we're going to do. And so our first shape is, the tile is 5 3/4. And so you put the measurements at the top. Uh-oh, I don't want that. And so it's going to be 2 inches high. So this is going to be the little tile that we got from Lowe's. This actually came, there may have been maybe like 20 on one mesh sheet. And so I just pull it off of the mesh sheet. But I have others, but this one is going to be fine for tonight. Okay, so next we want to create our text. And I am going to use, we are just going to put dad. I'm going to use, let's see which font we want to use. I'll move this down here for now. So we want to use, I think I want to use Gothic. Let's see. All right, let me search for Gothic. I think I want to use this one. For this project, you want to use a thicker font because you want your pictures, we're going to be doing print then cut. And so you want your pictures to at least, be seen nicely in them. If you choose a thinner font, your pictures you won't get as much of the picture in that font that you may want. Okay, so we are going to just change the font, and I'm going to put that. I'm going to put it in all caps. Now, you don't have to do it in Cricut Design Space. You can do this inside of Adobe Illustrator or Silhouette. You can do your designing there. It does not have to be inside of Cricut Design Space. That's up to you. So right now, this is our font. I'm just going to change the color to red. And so I just want to see how this is going to look in the tile. And right now I'm adjusting it by moving the arrows in the bottom. And you don't necessarily have to leave it the same size. You can actually change it by clicking that unlock button also. Now, the way that it's spaced out, I like how it's spaced out. Right here, there's just a little extra space, but it's because of the shape. But if you want to increase the space in between each letter, you can kind of just move it over, and that will add more space to it. So because the way that this is, I may want to do that because I'm only doing three letters. If I was doing a longer word, then, I may not want so much space in between. But for this particular tile, we're just going to space it out just a little bit like that. And we're also going to make an offset. Now, what you can do is, hold on a second. I'm going to move this down because I want you guys to see when I open up the other stuff. So this looks good, but let's say if I want to kind of stretch it out a bit, I still can stretch it out some more. And that's what I'm doing. I unlocked the image or the text by selecting the same button that I selected for the square. And now I'm adjusting the size by using the bottom right arrows. And so that would take up more space, but I want to make sure that I'm conscious of the fact that I am going to be adding an offset to this. I'm not going to add the offset yet until I add the pictures in, but I do want to make sure that I remember that this offset is going to be going around. All right, so this looks good. I think I like it this size. And now I am just going to ungroup the text. And ungrouping the text makes each letter an individual image. So once I ungroup it, and I can move them around if I want to, but I don't really want to. I don't want to move it around. So now I am going to go ahead and, hold on, I'm going to weld it together. And then I want to import the images that I'm going to be using for this one. Let me try to, and we could have welded, hold on a second, y'all, upload. So I'm going to be using these 3 pictures of me and my daddy for the canvas. I'm just going to select all 3 and click add to canvas. I thought I clicked add to canvas. Oh, it's adding. Like, I thought I clicked add to canvas. It's not adding. All right, so here we are. And so I am going to go ahead and resize. These aren't the best quality, but I love these pictures. Oh, I did too many, but I love these pictures of me and my dad. So I'm just resizing them. All right, that's really good. And then I am going to place them inside of the letters. And hopefully we'll get a good, they'll look good. Now the problem with some of the letters you guys will see is that some of the letters have holes in them. And so you kind of have to maybe reposition the picture. Sometimes I'll slant it. You'll see what I'm going to do for these. But I want to send the pictures to the back. So I'm going to move these over here to the side for now. So this picture, I'm going to send it to the back, and I just right clicked it and I am going to click send to the back. And so this kind of helps me see exactly where in the picture everybody will be. So I can kind of make it a little bit smaller, but you want to make sure you cover all of your letter with the picture. And so right here, I think that's going to be good. I think I like it like this because both of our faces will be in the D. And so we'll work with this one first. So I'm just going to select all of that. And then I am going to select slice. And then once I selected slice, I moved it. We have our D for dad. And I am going to click this. Now, I did not, when I welded it, I did not have to weld it all together. If I was using one picture, then I would welding it all together. When I welded dad like this together, that would have been, you need to do that because you can't slice more than 2 images. So that's why I wasn't exactly sure what I was going to do with this one, but because of that, you don't have to, because I'm doing it this way, you did not even have to weld it. You could go ahead and slice each individual letter like we're doing now. But weld it if you just feel better welding. So I'm deleting that. And then we are going to, hold on, I'm going to move this down here. Now I'm going to put the next picture, and the next picture I want to put is, I'm going to put this picture. Hopefully that will look good in the A. Let's see. May or may not look good in the A. It may be better in the D. Uh-oh, I don't want to keep touching it. I may have to kind of like distort it a little bit. All right, so that maybe, and see that messes up the quality, but it's fine. This is like my favorite picture with my dad. I was 4 years old and it was my birthday. All right, let's see. All right, so now we are going to select both of those and I'm going to slice it again. And then with the next picture, I'll show you because we're kind of close together in the next picture. So that may not really go well. See that picture? The quality is horrible, y'all, but I'm sticking with it. That's, I'll put that one in the middle. All right, so this one, so let's say, I don't want to move the D. All right, so I'm in here. We're both in the picture if I do it like this. But if, let's say, if you want to kind of tilt it, you could always kind of rotate the picture if you need to, so that you can kind of fit it the best way, so that it appears, um, so that you get more coverage. But right now, we are just going to use it like this. And I think it was better that way, y'all. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and hit slice again. And then I'm going to move. Uh-oh. Is it still slicing? I think it's still slicing. I gotta wait a second. Please tell me that I'm perfectly fine. I'm waiting for it to get done slicing, y'all. If it's not frozen. Maybe I'm doing too much. Let me come back over here and say hey to y'all. Hey y'all. I'm back over here because I'm waiting for this app to behave. Hey Sassy Mocha Crafts. Hey Clarissa. Dims, you're a hot mess. Hot mess. And Dims, thanks for sharing Terrell and I's podcast. Y'all have a podcast. Oh my goodness. Please don't tell me that I gotta redo this over again. Please don't tell me that, y'all. It looks like it looks like I'm stuck now. Oh my goodness. Cricut, don't do this to me. Luckily, it's really not a hard design. It's not difficult, so that's a good thing. Hey, Living with Latoya. Hey, Maria. If you guys are just coming on, thank you for being here. It looks like I'm stuck. I may have to reboot Cricut Design Space because Cricut Design Space is stuck on me right now. All I did was try to slice a picture. I don't know why it hates me. All right, so I don't want to cancel, but usually it'll say that it's not. All right, I'm going to cancel. I'm just going to cancel it. All right, I'm going to reboot it, y'all. Sorry. So sorry. We got to do all that over again. New project. All right, let me share again. If it cuts up again, y'all, that's gonna be it for the night. Cause ain't nobody got time for that. I don't have time for it. Y'all don't have time for it. So we're not gonna do that. Let's see. All right. So we're headed back, and y'all, I'm gonna kind of try to zoom through this a little bit, but I'm just going to make our template, and it was 5 3/4 by 2. Perfect. And I'm gonna move this down here. We are going to type in dad. If you are just getting here, I kind of already went through this, so you may have to go through rewind. I'm just trying to not put everybody through this again. And that is the Gothic font. Uh-oh. Oh. And now I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger. I am going to add some space in between. Seems good. And then I'm going to kind of resize it. But I'm going to change the color, and we are going to kind of put it here. And that looks like it's still, yeah, that looks just about right. Because I want to leave a little bit of space on the top, and y'all know what? Let me go, because remember when I measured it, it wasn't exactly 2 inches. It was a little bit less than 2 inches, so I need to take that into consideration. So now we are going to import those photos again, and hopefully this will work. All right, so it's adding to canvas, and now we just got to resize it. We got to do the same thing over and over again. All right, And I'm just making the canvas a little bit smaller now. And I'm grouping those. All right. Sorry, y'all, I'm going a little bit faster. And I'm going to send this to the back. And we are going to size this. Oh, I sent it to the back. I did. All right, so slice that. All right, let's see. Oh, yo, I'm going too fast now. Uh-oh. Looks like we won't be doing this. It's like I'm stuck again. Y'all. Cricut doesn't want me to be great tonight. It does not want me to be great. Because it's stuck. Maybe this is just going to be crafting. We're just going to talk. It's not going to be no crafting. It's not going to be any crafting tonight. It's stuck. And I can't reboot my whole computer right now. All right, y'all. Let me go out again. Let's see if third time's going to be the charm. We're going to start it again. Hey, Delonda. Delonda, this is going to be the third time I started it. I don't know what's going on with your peeps, Delonda. I don't know what's going on with them, but this is a hot mess. All right, let's see. All right. Please work. Please work. All right, let me go. I'm not even going to stress y'all out again with showing y'all that. Hold on. I'm putting in the shapes. Why not? You guys need to see what's happening over here. All right, let's see again. Let's start over, y'all. Let's start over. All right, so let me unlock this. We have 5 1/4, 5 1/4, 5 2, and now I need to say Dad. We're gonna change this to Gothic. For both projects tonight, we're gonna use the Gothic font. So we're gonna do Gothic. All right. Let's see. Let me add a little bit of space. Okay, the space is adding. Let me change this to red. Look how I had it before. All right, I'm gonna move this down here. Bring to the front. I never brought that to the front. I thought I did bring to the front. It is not going to the front. Let me send it back. Oh my goodness, y'all. I can't. I can't today. Okay, let me see if this, maybe I'm moving too fast. Let's see. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and then I am going to, I don't want it, what was that? I'm gonna make it about 1.7. I'll do 1.8. Hi. All right, I'm gonna ungroup, move this down. Let me add in the pictures. Let me add the pictures in one by one. Maybe it's the pictures that's causing a problem. All right, let's see. I'm gonna just reduce the size of the screen just so I can resize it and then make it back bigger so y'all can see. All right, so I'm gonna put this right here. Let me resize it. I'm gonna send it to the back. Okay, we might be onto something. I don't want to move that. All right, so let's see if this cuts it good. Hold on, I do want to make it a little bit bigger. Not UA. All right, hopefully, y'all say a prayer. Slice. Okay, so I'm just using my right click. I right click everything, y'all. But you could select slice from here, below the layers panel. You can select slice. I am just going to do how I would usually do if I were by myself. Let's see if this slices. Okay, so this one sliced. And so we're going to delete that because we don't need that. And you can either select it over here on the layers panel, or you can just select it on the screen. And so we're going to do that. Let's upload the next picture. And so we're going to upload this one. And then I'm going to resize it. I want to send it to the back already. Send it back. And let's resize it. All right, and that looks like that's going to be what we do. And I'm waiting for it to slice now, y'all. Okay, that slice. Did y'all see that jump? That's good news. All right, so we have these two letters. Now let's go ahead and upload the third picture, and that was the picture that gave us the problem originally. So we are going to resize. Let's resize. Uh-uh. All right, let's just send that to the back. Move it over a bit. Oh, that looks like that's gonna be good. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to click slice. Now, the way that we did this, you can put two pictures on one letter. You don't have to do one picture per letter. You can do two pictures per letter depending on how you size your pictures, how large your letters are. So in this D, if I wanted to put these two pictures here, I could. I could have one picture on the left side of the D, the other side on the curve of the D, or I could have one above, one below. I could even put three pictures on here, depending on how large it is. Right now, this is pretty basic. We're doing a picture per letter, but you can definitely do more than one picture. All right, so I'm just deleting the slice results. Well, not this, we're not deleting the slice results. We're deleting all the other stuff. So now this is what we have. And so I'm going to select this. I'm not going to touch any of that because it looks like it is pretty even. I tried not to move it because I did not want to have to like line it back up, which is not a problem to line it back up. It's actually very easy. So we're just going to click group, and these are print and cut. And so I'm going to select flatten. So now it's one image now. So I can move it here and we can see how it looks on that tile that we have. But before we do that, I want to make an offset around it. And the offset that I'm going to use, when you have a print and cut, when you create an offset around a print and cut, it automatically generates a print then cut offset. But we want to actually cut some vinyl. It kind of gives it a little more of a layer look to it when you have the vinyl. Now, can you do print and cut with the offset? You can. You just flatten them both and you can print them out on your printer, and you don't have to worry about layering it with any vinyl. But we are going to layer with vinyl. So I am going to move this over here. We're going to select our image, and then I'm going to select offset, and then I think I'm going to do like a point. Oh, it's still kind of big. Let me see. 0.075. And so it's not going to be that big of an offset around it. Because up here, this is 0.075. And so I'm going to click apply. And so that's what we have. But for this particular, I don't know, I was going to do a white offset around it, but the background of my tile is actually white. So I don't know. We'll do white. I think that may be good. So we're going to do a white offset on this one. On this one, we're going to do a black offset. So right now, as y'all see, that black offset is automatically set to a print then cut. We don't want to print then cut. But if you wanted to, you could go ahead and attach this together, select both, and then flatten them. And so once you flatten them, it's just going to print out with the black offset already around the letters. So you don't have to worry about the layers. That's what I mean by you don't have to worry about the layers if you were to do print then cut with the black. All right. But right now it would print out as two separate images. But we don't want that. I want to turn this back into a basic cut. And so to do that, I'm going to head up to operation, and then I'm just going to select underneath cut. We are just going to select basic. And then I am going to turn that back black just for the sake of visuals. All right, so this looks good. As you see, we have basic offset right here. So that's gonna, not basic offset, basic cut. It does say flatten offset, but we turned it into a cut file. So anytime you have an image that is a print then cut, you can always revert it back to a cut file. So like this right here, let's say if I wanted to cut out dad like this and I didn't go through the offset, I'm gonna copy it so you can guys, so you can see it. And I hope I'm not doing too much and it starts acting up again. But this is a print then cut right now. But once we select it, and let's say we don't, I'm blotting it. All right, so this is a print then cut. So you can actually change this back to a cut. And once you do that, that's all it's gonna turn into. But when you're doing a lot of the sublimation stuff, if you're doing anything for sublimation and you want to create a cut file that outlines your sublimation project, that's a way that you can do it. So let's say if this were Easy Subly, let's say if I was using Easy Subly or anything like that, now all I did was I turned this into a cut file. And so now I could cut out my Easy Subly here and also have my print then cut and then just match it up together when we get ready to press it. If that made sense to y'all. I know I'm kind of just going kind of fast and adding extra stuff. I'm sorry. All right, so, oh, I did say we were going to make this white, not black. It is cold in my house today. It's usually not cold. All right, so that's what we have. And this is going to go just like this on our tile. And it looks like it's pretty good. I do, let me see how, I need to see the offset. It's about 1.9. So I am going to select both of these, and I'm just selecting them on the layers panel, and I am going to unlock it, and I can still go ahead and resize them. And so that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to just resize it just a little bit, move it up just a tad, because remember, it wasn't exactly 2 inches high. So I'm just going to make it, I think that should be pretty good. It should give me enough space. And so this one is done. And so now I'm going to go ahead and hide. I can either hide the tile or this is really like the template that we used, or I could just go ahead and delete it because we don't need it. All right, so let me go ahead and we can start creating the design for this one. This is going to be very simple, very similar. So let me go to shapes, and we said that this was a 4 1/4 by 7 1/2, and so we're going to do the same thing here. 4 1/4 by 7 1/2. Oh, I need to unlock it. By 7 1/2. All right, so I'll move this over here. We don't even need to see it. All right, so this is what we have for our template. And so we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do dad, right? But we are going to have dad go vertically. All right, so I'm just going to do D, and then all I'm doing right now is doing a hard return A, another hard return D, and then I am going to reduce the space in between each letter. And so when the letters are horizontal, we selected the letter space. Now that they're vertical, we're going to select the line space. All right, so we're going to just decrease it by selecting the down arrow, and because I don't really want that much space in between these letters. That was a lot of space, y'all. So we're gonna do the same thing pretty much. All right, so that looks good. And so I'm going to go ahead and unlock it. I do want to change the color to red again, just so I could see it onto this template. Now we can change this template to another color. Usually I like to change it to the color of whatever it is that I'm using, but it's fine today. All right, so now I'm just going to resize it, and I am going to place it here in the center so that I can kind of see like how it's going to look in that square that we have. All right, so not too bad. I do want to place some text, and I think I'm going to put at the top like best dad and then ever at the bottom. And it could be something that is hung up or put on a stand. But you can kind of make it a little bit wider because we do have like a lot of space here. So now I'm going to put the text here that I want to put. We want to say best. And I'm just going to do best. And I'm going to change the font. We're going to do a cursive font. Let's see, Free Love. This font is Free Love. All right, so I think I want to use that. I'm going to make this red also. And then we're going to resize it. And so when it cuts out my vinyl, I'll be able to cut it all together. So let me put that, and I'm going to also put ever at the bottom. And then ever with a period. We're going to turn this red too. All right, and let's see how we are going to space this. So I'm just going to make this a little bit smaller. And let's say we'll put it here. So that means I got to make that. I'm going to make that wider, not longer. And then we can kind of put best over here. Move this down. And then if we have best here, I'm going to move it over just a bit. I think about right there. What y'all think? I'm sorry, y'all. I can't see y'all. I don't even have my phone out, my iPad out to see what y'all saying. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Hold on. I just came back over to the chat. Let's see. We'll be enabled. June 9th through the 13th. It is a few. It's a few hours. It's not that far. It may be about 2 hours. Girl, you're going to be close to me. You will be close to me. So I'll need to see you. You won't be far. That won't be far at all. And June 9th is my last day of school. So girl, it's only like maybe like an hour and a half, 2 hours away. Like I used to go to Naples just to relax, like go for a weekend and just to relax and get away. So yes, we need to plan. Please. That's gonna be fun. We may have to do something like, I don't know, like we may have to do something. All right, y'all. So that's what we have. And I do want to make this a little bit. All right. Because I want to bring best down just a tad. That's right there. And now this font is thin. So y'all, we will see how this is going to work. And if this best ever even makes it onto the board. Because the best ever may not make it. All right, so let's see. I am going to, I don't like this R. So I'm gonna ungroup this. Sorry y'all. We're almost ready to cut. Almost. But I don't like this. So let me ungroup this. And then this R right here, y'all, it doesn't look good. All right. Trying to see how that, because I don't want, oh, that's gonna be good. All right, let's see. Let me weld that. All right. And I'm gonna bring that over just a little bit. I know, put the R down a little bit. I don't like how I put the R. I don't like the, okay. So we're gonna put it back up a little bit and then just rotate it. Okay, I think rotating it is what needed to be done. All right, so we're gonna click weld. All right, and so now we're gonna go back down a little bit. All right, so that's perfect. And let's see how this looks now, y'all. All right, so I think I like it like this. And so now I'm just going to select everything. Oh, nope, I don't want to select everything just yet. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put in the picture that's gonna come here. So let me upload the picture, and this picture is gonna be for my daughter and her dad, and she can give this to him as a gift. All right, and so we are going to just put this here. I'm gonna unlock it and like resize it. And of course, y'all, we gotta send it to the back. All right, send to back. All right, so let me move it over just a little bit so we'll get like most of the seam. And I think this is one where I'm gonna kind of like adjust it this way a little bit. Uh-oh. All right, I think that's gonna slice nicely. Let's see. Uh-oh, did I ungroup? I never ungrouped it, but I don't think I'm gonna. I think when I didn't ungroup, I think that was the problem that I had the last time, but I don't need to. Let me just weld it. All right. All right, so now we're going to slice it. Perfect. Y'all, I'm trying to avoid any problems. We're already a little bit behind. All right, so we can delete that dad, and we can delete that. And so now we have this dad, and we are going to create the offset. And again, I think I want to do 0.025. This offset is way too big. As y'all see, it's connected. I don't really want it to be connected, so we're going to do 0.075. And so that's going to put everything kind of how I want it. And so we're going to do apply. We're going to leave that black. So here I'm going to see how it's going to look because we're going to have it on that white tile. All right, so here we go. All right, what y'all think? I think that's going to be fine. I think that'll look pretty decent. And then I'm just going to change best and ever is also going to be in black because, yeah, I just don't want to have to load extra. I don't want to have to load extra vinyl. All right, so we're going to move this over here. Uh-oh, where's my little hole here? Yo, what did I do with I don't want it to be black in the middle. Oh my goodness, what happened to it? Uh-oh, I gotta undo. I did not see it. Oh, it was the offset. I'm like, what? All right, so let's do it again. 0.075, we're gonna do that. Oh, y'all, do y'all see that it's not reading, it's not seeing oh, all right, so let's apply. All right, let's see. Uh-oh. Are my D's the same? I don't know. All right, y'all. I don't know what happened, but this is what's about to happen. I hope the D's are the same size because we're about to do something. It looks like they might be. I think I did everything proportionate, so I'm hoping that they are. But we'll find out now. All right, let's see. Let's delete that. Let's delete. I could have just, no, it won't let me do that. All right, let's see if it's about the same size. Y'all, and it is. All right, so we are going to do another shape. I'm just going to put the shape over here on this D. We are going to slice it. Slice, where's my other, that's it right there. So I'm gonna slice it. All right, and then we're gonna move that. I am going to place this one, bring this to the front. I'm gonna place this one right on top so that it is exactly where it's supposed to be, right? And then we're going to select everything on the layers panel. Now I'm selecting it on the layers panel because I don't want it to move. I want it to have the same exact spacing as it has. So now I'm just going to delete that slice result, and then I'm going to delete the print then cut. And so now everything is how it should be, and we are going to weld that together. All right, and so we should be pretty good here. All right, so now I'm going to just select best and ever, and I'm going to turn that black also, and then we're going to weld all of that together. And then let me bring that to the front. All right, so everything is looking pretty decent. All right, y'all, so we are almost ready, or we are ready to go ahead and get this done. And once we get this cut out and everything, it's not going to take long to do it. So these are the 2 tiles that we are going to be making tonight. So let me go ahead and click make it. All right, look at that. Uh-oh, back. I need to delete the template. All right, so now we're ready to click make it. And I am going to print that out. We're going to be using, are we going to be using a matte? Yeah, we're going to be using a matte for that. Multiple ways. We're going to be doing multiple ways. So this is going to be printed out. So now I'm going to get ready to print it. And so far it looks decent. I think I did. Yeah, I did. All right, so let me go ahead and print it. I don't know if you guys can see the print because I didn't share my whole screen. So I'm sending it to the printer now. I know you guys probably can't see what I'm doing. So I should have had the whole screen up. But print settings. Which paper am I using? I'm going to do the premium foil paper glossy. I'll do that. And then best quality, I'm going to be printing from the paper tray. And then for color options, I'm going to click advanced and select Adobe RGB, and we're going to do 2.2 gamma. And then I'm going to head over to y'all because all I'm going to be doing is applying it to the map. Oh, I know the paper size, but the paper type doesn't match. Installed. All right, y'all. I'm gonna head back over. We're gonna be using the printable vinyl setting. Let me. All right, so I'm going to remove the Cricut screen because, yeah, I don't know. I came back and I see Shanita Nicole's message. Hey, Shanita Nicole. Girl, I'm in between hairdos. And so I had to do something. I could not go to work looking busted. So I had to do something today or this week. But hey, girl. Y'all. And for anybody that came in that I did not see, hey, y'all. Hey. So we're going to put this together. Finally, Cricut started working, right? And so we're going to put this together, and it should not take that long, really. I have one piece of smart vinyl that I'm going to be using for the smaller dad tile, and then we have some black, and we're using Oracle 651. Oracle 651 and Cricut Smart Vinyl. Let me add to the screen. Oh, thanks, Shanita. Let's add to the stream. All right, so I am going to make me a tad bit smaller, and hopefully you guys will be able to see what I'm doing, because I have a few things I'm gonna do before I do it. So I have this Oracle transparent vinyl. Uh-oh, I can't really see that good, can you? So I have this Oracle transparent vinyl. Y'all, let me clean out this blade. I should have had my little aluminum foil ball, because y'all look, it's so much fluff on this blade. Like, I just, yeah. And I always forget to clean it until it doesn't cut right. And I'm like, oh, I forgot to clean that. I've been cutting up a lot of rhinestone flop. What a hot mess. All right, so this looks good. Okay, so everything is done printing out. I didn't mean to touch. And this is what we have. It really looks really good on in person. Like, you guys can't really tell. Even the picture, that middle picture of me and my dad, doesn't look. Remember how on the screen it looked a hot mess? It doesn't look a hot mess in person. All right, so now we're going to get ready to cut this. But before we cut it, I am actually going to place some of this Oracle 651 transparent vinyl on top. It just gives it a little more protection against anything. It's almost like if you were to do laminate on it, but we are using the Oracle 651 adhesive. Uh-oh, I gotta get my scissors. Why don't I have? Oh, I do have some right here. All right, so I'm just going to measure this on here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm not going to put any of the adhesive on the black boundary lines. It's all just going to be, you guys will see how I do it. So I'm just going to cut it, but it's all going to be inside around the image that we're doing. So I do want that. And so I don't want it to cut here. So let me see how it is. And of course, on the Oracle, they have their lines on it, so you could just, you don't have to be like me and just cut. However, there's lines here for us to use. Sin, what is up, Sin? So are we on for the 11th? Is that going to be the day? Let me know, girl. All right, so this is kind of how this is going to go. I think it's going to go like this. And then I am going to, that's still too, it's going to go this way, if you guys can tell. So that way it'll cover up all of the image. right? And then I just want to cut right here. And I can kind of see through it. Again, this is a clear, transparent vinyl. And I'm just using it for protection. It's also really good for stickers. So if you decide like you want to sell stickers, or if you just want stickers and you want your stickers to last, or you're making your, this is perfect, especially for print and cut. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply this like this on top. And so let me get my other scraper. Uh-oh, something's about to fall. Don't fall. All right, and so I'm just going to take a little bit and peel some to the back if I can, just to help me with placement. 611, perfect. Hey Tenzi. Darica, girl, you finished that shirt? I didn't even get a chance to finish watching because I came over here, but I was there. I couldn't, girl. I came home and I was cooking, Darica. Girl, I was cooking, and yeah. So here, I'm just going to place this on top. It looks like it's good. And I'm doing this just so that there's no glare on the, when it's doing the print and cut. When the scanner is reading it, that's really why I do it. May 4, yes, girl. I got to go finish watching it. All right, and so now I'm just going to take this and I'm just, as I go down, just to prevent any air bubbles, I am just hitting it with the squeegee. And that is it. And so I'm going to put this on both the tiles, both the subway tile and that wooden whiteboard that we got from the Dollar Tree. All right. So this is looking decent. And so I'm just using a light grip mat for this. And so this is the mat that we're going to be using. Let me turn it around. And so I'm just matching it up and putting it down. And I did calibrate my machine before while I was making dinner. If you don't know how to calibrate your machine, I'll show you guys. If you want to know, like, what does that mean? That means that your cuts will be more accurate, because sometimes you may have like a white border around your cuts that you don't want, or maybe shifted a little bit, and that's what that means. So I'm just brandishing this down because it is the light grip mat, and this light grip mat has been used quite a bit, so I don't want it to come up. All right, let me head back to Cricut, and we're going to cut this, and then we're going to cut the vinyl. Dude, you gotta see this mat in person, girl. It's got cuts and all types of stuff on it. It's a hot mess. It's not my messiest mat though. It's not. So we're doing printable vinyl. That's how I'm cutting it. And then we are going to, does it say? Yep, it says mat. And then let me just pull out Alfie. And I don't know if you guys can even see. You guys probably don't even care about Alfie like that. I can move Alfie. All right, and now we're going to get ready to put it through. And then I already have the piece of smart vinyl that we're going to be using, and also the permanent vinyl that we're going to be using. Where's my alcohol? Let me see if I can find my alcohol, y'all, so I can clean off this tile. Alright, I found it. Let me get. Alright, so while this is cutting, I am going to put, like, just clean off the tile so that it can be dry by the time we do it. Let's see. Yeah, I put a little bit. It's actually Oracle 651, but it's transparent Dempsey, just to give it an extra layer of protection. All right, so I'm cleaning off the tile with a little bit of alcohol, and you do want it to be dry before you place your vinyl or anything on it. I'm going to sit it right here, and I do want to check and make sure that my cut is good. Yo, it did not, I don't see any type of cut on here. Actually, I don't see where it did anything to it. I'm not taking it out. Nope. Hold on. Let me make sure I put it in back good. Because I don't see any, I don't feel any cut. Oh. Dims. Cricut's the one's doing the magic trick because I don't even have a cut. What is going on? Hold on. So I am going to cut this again because it's possible I did not put in the, yeah, it did not cut it at all. So all I'm doing is I did not take it out of the mat. That's why it's important. Never take your stuff out of the mat until you are sure. And so I'm going to put it back through again. So let me see. So it's detecting the cut. And now let me pay attention. So this, I don't think this has any film or anything on it. I don't think. Yeah. It looks like it's cutting. Okay. I don't think I had it in there good, y'all. Like I must, when I put it back in there, I don't think so. This doesn't look like it has a extra layer of protection on it. So I'm just gonna clean it off. But it doesn't. I tried to peel it, and y'all know this came from the Dollar Tree, so I don't want to peel the whiteboard part off because y'all know that's what would happen. So I didn't see any adhesive on that. All right, let me feel it. Okay, so this okay. I was about to say, y'all, like what is happening? So I'm just gonna take this and just see if I can lift it up. If not, I am going to cut it one more time. And that's what I think I'm going to do. I'm gonna cut it one more time. So this is really the second cut. I don't know what happened with that first cut, why it didn't cut, but it's probably because I did not have my blade in there good enough. So that's what I think happened. What are y'all working on tonight? Are you guys working on anything tonight? Let me know. What y'all working on? Oh, look at this shirt that I made y'all. While we're doing that. Because we're almost done with this. So I'm be getting ready for bed. I may be in bed by 9:30. So hold on. Uh-oh. Let me. So I did a video for well, not a video, a class for Creative Fabrica. And look, y'all, look how cute this is. It's a Crystal AB. Like, if y'all have the all access, y'all got to go and see the class. It's not up yet. It'll be up probably tomorrow. It's been taking me a long time. As y'all see, I haven't really been doing many videos. I just been really, really busy. Hold on. I'm trying to see if this cut good. I'm gonna cut it one more time because this don't look cut, and I did all that calibrating and it does not look like it okay, well, some of it is cut good. All right, look, y'all, I'm gonna put it one more time. Look, some of it cut good, as y'all can see, but then some of it, like I can't lift it up easily, and that worries me. So I am going to put it through one more time, and then that's gonna be it. That should be good enough. But it shouldn't. I cut it on printable vinyl, and I think I did more pressure. I usually cut it on printable vinyl, and I did a tester earlier. I don't see it. I might have threw it in the garbage, and it was fine with the Oracle 651 on top. So I don't know. Okay. Tomorrow, Nicole. Yeah. Oh my goodness, Sharon, that diamond painting. I love diamond painting. I was so close to doing diamond painting with y'all tonight, and I was like, no. I did it on Sunday. Thanks, Stacy. Martha's doing some chip bags. Thank you, Eastu. Actually, no, not that you got this. I just put the screen print confetti on it. But I think I got this file from someplace. I don't remember where I got it from. It might have been Creative Fabrica or Design Bundles. I don't remember. Thanks, Nicole. Sin's eating Twizzlers. All right, y'all. So we praying that this is it because I'm taking it out. We're gonna pray and hope that that's gonna be enough. So now I need to cut the okay, we're doing without matte. I need to cut the white. So let me take this off of the mat, and then we are going to, oh yeah, it cut through. I think I was just a little bit worried, but it did cut through for the most part, but it cut, we'll see, we'll look at it together. All right, so we're gonna put in the white, and we're using Smart Vinyl. Edit, let me make sure that it says Smart Vinyl on here. Rearrange images. I don't want to rearrange anything. All right, we're all good. Uh-oh. Sorry, y'all. Just trying to make sure. Mirror. Don't mirror. All right, so Smart Vinyl. And we're gonna go ahead and cut out the white. If you guys can see that. Let me go back. The one thing, I mean, that's one thing I like about the Maker 3 is the Smart Vinyl ability of using the machine without having to put it on a mat. That's the best. All right, so we're ready to cut it. What's it doing? My other Kenya, I saw that you finished your diamond painting. Girl, you finished that quick. That Winnie the Pooh one. I love it. Yo, what do I do with the? Yo, I can't remember. I'm always moving things around. It's sad how I move things around, but guess what? Y'all, I think I'm just going to use this little tart piece of vinyl that I have here instead of cutting more vinyl. Let me see if this is really, did it cut good? Yeah, what do I do? Oh no, it's fine. I don't know. That first time has me thrown off a little bit with like how it didn't cut through at all. All right, so let me we got our black Oracle, and then we are going to be done in a few minutes because all we're gonna have to do is put it together. All right, let's see. How good was this? Eyeballing, doing some eyeball measuring, which is fine. I'm gonna cut this. Uh-oh. I'm not seeing anything. Vinyl and black vinyl together. Like HTV and Like, what is it that you're trying to do, Jan? Everybody's like, who is she talking to? All right, I'm gonna put this onto our cutting mat. Sorry, y'all can't see, but I am putting it onto. I'm gonna keep using the same glue mat. Hopefully, it will stick well. And then we're gonna put it together. Sorry, y'all couldn't see that. All right, let me go ahead, get back to Cricut, and no, I'm not using edit. We want to change the mat. I don't want that done. And so, yes, hold on, no. This mat, because I didn't change it. That was my fault. All right, I'm gonna make a 3. What kind of vinyl is this? Permanent vinyl. Permanent. All right, now we're ready to put this one in. And we're almost done. Almost done. Like this. Uh-oh, you know what I did not get? I did not get any transfer tape. So I need to run to get the transfer tape. I'll put this right here too. All right, press play. While that's cutting, I'm gonna get the transfer tape, y'all. Like that. Alright, we got our transfer tape, and this transfer tape is transfer tape that I got from Amazon. Perfect. I'm not cleaning anything up tonight. Let me head back over here to y'all. Okay. All right, so everything looks okay, but that font was too small, y'all. That one in the corner, remember the one at the top and the bottom? Y'all, look. So we are going to try to salvage that. So I'm not gonna let that defeat us. All right, so let me flip it over. And sorry for making that noise in your ear. Let me move this over too. All right, so let's do the subway tile first. All right, so this is the subway tile that we have. Uh-oh. And I just need to weed out the letters. See, I was losing it for no reason. It's actually pretty fine. Like it did not, what you call it? It did cut through, but I thought that it wasn't cutting through. Y'all saw what happened that first time. It did not cut through at all. All right, so go ahead and weed this off. And then I'm just going to get a piece of this transfer tape and don't need all of that. Washing dishes and watching. Cool. Uh-oh. I did not factor this part in, so y'all. That's gonna be enough. All right. Oh no, it may not be enough, y'all. It may not be enough, but we're gonna make it work. All right, so I'm just going to peel this back. But hey, Lakeisha. All right, let me. Y'all, where's my squeegee? Alright, let's go. Uh-oh. All this on the end, so look. Push it down, didn't think that I would need to, but it's all good. Alright, so now we're just gonna take this and scrape the back. And hopefully this is going to come off as it should. Only time with this transfer tape, one time I had a problem with it. I was transferring like some metallic regular vinyl, metallic permanent vinyl, and y'all, it would not come out. Like, that was the worst experience. I almost kicked it to the curb, but then I used it again and it worked perfectly fine. So I don't know. Let's hope. All right, let's see. Yep, nope, this it's like it's not sticking on here, y'all. But we're gonna make it stick. If you can see, yeah, it's not. Maybe it's this vinyl. Cricut's like, don't we usually need other transfer tape outside of Cricut transfer tape? But we are going to. Now I'm feeling like I should have used black for this one too. Uh-oh, I don't want to throw that down there, but now I'm feeling like I should have used black. Now at this point, if you want to like line it up and get some parchment paper, you can. I'm not going to get any parchment paper. I'm actually going to just eyeball it and hopefully start it right here from the top. Alright. Does anybody else do things upside down and backwards? Like, that helps me better. And so, just making sure it's on there good. And this is the offset portion. So now we're gonna test. Look, y'all, and I turned off the Cricut, not knowing for certain. Oh God, I got a bubble here, y'all. Not knowing for certain if that pump and cut actually worked well. So we're gonna see. Let me bring this over. Hopefully, the sticker is gonna cover these holes that I'm making. I'm just popping those little bubbles, y'all, and smoothing it back out. if you guys could tell. So, see, our bubbles are going. They're going. Once you do that, you just smooth it back out. All right, so let's see if this cut. All right, so our first, it did cut through, so it should be fine. But let's see. Uh-oh, let me cut it. It cut all the way through, so all those cuts I did was probably excessive. Too much. Oh, y'all gotta get up extra early because I have to go by the store and I have to get those snacks for the kids because today they were not happy with those Dunkin' Donuts. They're like, Miss, you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm perfectly fine. Are you okay? All right, let's see. I just want to peel off the top layer. And remember, we put that Oracle on top, that clear Oracle. So we're just trying to peel this back off. There it goes. See, part of it cut good. I think something was going on with the blade, y'all. I really think something was going on with the blade. Because part of it cut good and then part of it did not. So it might have been something funky with it. But it's coming off now. And there is a cut here. I see it. I just got to be careful with peeling it away. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take this and I'm just actually going to cut it off. Instead of trying to peel it, I hope the other cut better than this. Because the vinyl cut really good. So, alright, so now we just got to match this up. And that D is going to go right here. In the offset. No worries, Lakeisha. Okay, so now so this one is coming off. And then we'll do the other one. See, parts of it cut really, really good, and parts of it did not cut really good. So, I don't know. All right, so we have our A, and so now we just got to line the A up. Really good. And you can use like parchment paper or whatever to help you with aligning. That may be better for you. I kind of just go for it. And then if we do it, but if you want to make sure you get it lined up good, that's what you should do. And if you're selling them and you want to make sure that it looks perfect. Now you did not have to do all of this. Well, with the white you had to do it, but with the black you could have just flattened the whole image and you wouldn't even have to worry about any of this, or at least worry about lining it up. Okay, so that's good. And that came off fine. That middle part. Came off fine. It just didn't come out exactly as perfect as I would like it. At least the cut wasn't. But other than that, y'all, look. I gotta show y'all with the actual camera because you can't really see it that good. But so far, this looks really good. This is all we're actually going to put on it. And you can put it on a stand. I don't have a stand up here, but you can put it on a stand and give it as a gift. All right, so we're going to do the next one. And so this one came from the Dollar Tree. Let's see. So this is the Dollar Tree. And now what did I do? Oh, it's right in my face. And so now we got to weed this. So remember we got this, I told y'all earlier. And now we are going to just go ahead and cut this down, and I'm going to try to salvage those the letters, like the best ever. I knew that font was really thin, but I still went for it, and hopefully it'll work. So I'm just gonna, I always start by weeding out the middle parts. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna weed out those middle parts. And then hopefully we can keep this best, even though that T, the line for the T kind of, it's not all that great. You can't see anything I'm doing, can you? I don't know why you told me that the view was horrible. Right. Okay, the middle of the E is out. Let's take this S out. Now that T looks like it's going to give me an issue. Alright, y'all. Concentrating and reading. Alright, so let's see. Thanks, Joanne and Jan. Yeah, it's like a dad tile. Y'all. There's about everywhere. Let's see. Alright. Let's see if this T, the T did not survive that well. I don't know if you guys could tell, but the T did not survive well. It's so thin, but we are going to try. Alright, so this is what our T looks like. Our T did not survive. Like part of our T is missing. Y'all see like the bottom part of the T is missing, but we're gonna go with it because I'm not gonna cut it over. Alright, so here we are. I'm gonna go slow, gentle. All this R. Open up. Okay. There we go. And we lost our little dot. Oh no. I really like that dot, y'all. Where is it? Here it is, right here. It's still here. Let's see if I can get it. I can. Yep. Let's see if I can put it down. I don't know if you guys can even see it right now. If not, I may have to cut me my own little makeshift. There it goes. All right, let's see. All right. So this is all we did. And now we are going to get ready to place this onto it's not really a tile, but we're going to call it a tile for now. And I knew I did not have enough, but it's fine. All right, let's go ahead, place this down. Try not to get any air bubbles like I did the other. If that's the case, I already did this wrong. All right. Uh-oh, I'm echoing. I'm sorry, y'all. Am I still echoing? Probably. probably still echoing. Alright, so heavy. I'm just making sure. Let's see why I'm echoing. In a minute, I'm going to take it off of that screen. Alright, so I'm just going to lay another piece of vinyl on top, and hopefully this one will transfer good to this transfer tape. The other one didn't transfer that well. Okay, thank you, Katie Ann. Oh my goodness, Candace, yes, it's the thin fonts, and I would use a thin font tonight because the whole T at the bottom is missing. It was like a nice T. I like this font. And I do have a little air bubble here, but it's okay. All right, let me just get the back. And then we are going to see if it's transferred over. Alright, so this transferred better than the Cricut Smart Vinyl. A lot better. As y'all saw, that was pretty straight to the point. But I want this to be straight. Alright, so we're going to start at the bottom. Now, if you want to use like some parchment paper, again, I'm going to say use parchment paper. I don't necessarily follow what I should be doing all the time, if you guys did not tell yet. So we are going to place this right here. That looks straight to me. And then, there we go. And I'm just going to scrape this down. This is a whiteboard from the Dollar Tree. It's in the craft area. Was it in the craft area? It's in the craft area, but it is a whiteboard. So you can use dry erase markers with it. Uh-oh, Ruth says I'm echoing too. I'm sorry. I don't know why. Hold on, let me make sure my volume is down. Maybe. Do you guys still hear echo? Alright. Let's see. It may be this computer or this phone. I'm going to get off in a minute. Alright, so that transferred pretty nicely. Okay. That looks pretty good. Where is my? I'm just going to put this over here now. Alright, so now let's see how this cut. Is that Cricut transfer paper? No, Phyllis, that's a transfer paper from Amazon. I usually don't have too many, but certain materials I can't use it with. And I guess the Cricut Smart Vinyl is one of the materials that I can't use it with. So, all right. So we got our D out. So we're going to just put the D here. Uh-oh. All right. Let's go ahead and do the A. And again, I did a few passes because I put on top of the sticker paper, I put transparent Oracle 651 transparent. Just to give it a little extra protection. You could also spray it with like a clear acrylic sealer. But for this, okay, try not to rip. because I did. Okay, there you go. Not too bad, not too bad. Here, I'm just going to rip this off. And place this on top. I'm going to put the last one on. And then I'm just taking this apart. So remember when I put the transparent oracle on top, I did not place it around the lines. Okay, the registration lines. You don't. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes the glare from the gloss and it doesn't work well. And since this was already a glossy paper, I really didn't want to push it today. Right. And so this is the second one that we did. We did 2. And so I'm just going to make sure I kind of firmly press it in. So there it is. Cute. I like it. All right. So let me move over. I'm going to remove this one. And maybe this is, I don't know, maybe for some it's causing an echo. I don't know. It's possible. I know anything is possible. So we are all done for the night. The floor looks like a hot mess. It's kicking up that stuff. And then I'll show y'all. Let me turn off the lights. All right, y'all. Hey, Lizzie. Thanks, Jessie. All right, so this is the first tile that I made for my dad, and I'm going to give this to him. And remember, this is a subway tile, so it is glass on the top, but there is a background. I wasn't sure if I was going to like that white around it, but the white doesn't look too bad, y'all. It doesn't look too bad at all. And remember that picture, how it looked in Cricut Design Space? It actually printed out way nicer than what it looks like. That's one of my favorite pictures of my daddy. So I wanted to use it. But that's what we have for that one. And then for the other one, this is Taylor and her dad, and I'm going to give it to her so that she could give it to her dad for Father's Day. But it came out really good. And y'all, I calibrated my machine, but y'all see that little extra? I'm going to have to calibrate it again. You'll see it's like a slither of white right there that shouldn't be there. But this came out really, really good. I really like it. So that's 2 different ways that you could do the dad tiles. This is like the original dad tile version, but this is a small tile. This was like 4. This was 5 3/4 by 2 inches. So it's a small dad tile, but it's very nice, and it's something that can go on a desk and doesn't take up too much space. And then this whiteboard came from the Dollar Tree, and so you can use this, y'all, from the Dollar Tree, $1.25. You can make something really, really nice with it. A very nice keepsake. So I like how it turned out. Thanks, y'all. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. I hope I was helpful tonight. I know we had a little bit of an issue at first with Cricut Design Space, but Cricut started acting right after a while, and so we were able to get our projects done. So I'm super happy about that. But if you just came in and you didn't see earlier, Dollar Tree has so many different plaques and wood products that you could use to make your own signs, or if you want to do something similar, you can do that. It's up to you. But yeah, that's it for tonight, y'all. That is it. Thanks, everyone, so much. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. I'll be back on Friday. I don't know what we're going to do. My boss's birthday is on Monday, and so we're supposed to have a party, so I may make something for her. I still have to finish these dry erase paddle boards for the graduation, and I have to still do my cousin's shirts because I had seriously on Sunday all I wanted to do was diamond paint, y'all. That's all I wanted to do. Thanks, Delonda. Delonda, you coming on this week? I need to be prepared. I need to so that I could be prepared for duty. Thank you, Candace. Thanks, y'all. I appreciate it. What sprinkles on your shirt you're wearing? These are screen print confetti. Screen print confetti. That's what this is. And I got these from off of, I forgot the shop's name, but it was on Etsy. But it's screen print confetti. It's nice. It's a mixture, like gold and white screen print confetti. And that was for you, Miss Deborah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hey, Queen Shay, welcome and thanks, of course, Tims. I don't know what I'm gonna do with you, but love you. Thank you. Welcome. So, y'all, that's about it for us tonight. I have nothing else left. I gotta go get ready for bed and then get in the bed and then go and get my kids some snacks before they disown me tomorrow. That's the plan. So I hope you all have an amazing rest of your week. Um, Take some time out, smell that air, smell some flowers, do a little bit of diamond painting, do something. I don't know what, but do something that you enjoy this week. Take some time out, even if it's for 10 minutes. Stop and do something that you enjoy, even if it's taking a nap. So I love y'all. I appreciate you for always coming and hanging out with me. And until next time, y'all.